If you're recovering from any kind of injury, then you are familiar with pain and soreness. So today's video is about this. I'm gonna be talking about the difference between the good soreness and the bad one. So this week I got a question from Lorelai, and Lorelai writes, how do you determine the difference between good soreness and bad? I'm not sure if I'm doing enough stretching because I'm afraid of overdoing it or doing something too early. So Lorelai, I love this question, and I know that it's a bit scary. What you have to know is that it's impossible to go through recovery without experiencing any kind of soreness, any kind of pain. Because what you have to know, so after a certain period of time, and especially if you're talking about fractures, you're not allowed to use that injured part of the body for a few weeks. So in that time, everything gets a bit weak. So soft tissue, especially muscles and tendons, get weak, and once you start using them again, you are experiencing soreness and pain, because it's like a really hard workout for that injured or recovering part of the body. So it's completely normal to experience pain during the recovery. If we are talking, so you are asking here about stretching, good soreness and bad soreness. So yes, there is the difference between good soreness and bad soreness, and that is when you are stretching your recovering part of the body, if you cannot be in the position, if it's really uncomfortable, if you're experiencing any kind of sharp pain, if it's like it's really uncomfortable, but I'm gonna stay here because I have to do this stretch, then this is a bad soreness. Then step back, don't do it, because more is not better. So even though if you want to do it, even if you want to stay in that stretching position, even if you are experiencing these kind of things that I just explained, you are on the path to maybe re-injure something, and you don't want to re-injure, or you don't want to have another injury. So if you cannot stay in the stretching position, if it's really uncomfortable, then this is bad soreness. So step back, don't do it. Good soreness is during stretching is that you can stay in the position, it's a bit uncomfortable, but you feel the stretch, but you don't feel any sharp pain or anything like that. So that's the difference regarding stretching between good soreness and bad soreness. Regarding that you are afraid of overdoing it, or that you will do something too early. So overdo it, like I said, yes, you can overstretch it, or how to say, if you are in a position, like I explained before, that it's really uncomfortable, that you are experiencing any kind of sharp pain, yeah, you can injure something. And if we are talking about, let's say, broken ankles, especially if we're talking about dorsiflexion, a lot of people who fracture their ankles, they're suffering with dorsiflexion, and it's like the most probably frustrating thing ever. It takes time, but yeah, if you overstretch your Achilles tendon, you can injure your Achilles tendon, and that's not a really pleasant thing. Tendons heal a bit, can heal longer, so it can take your recovery to another level, and that level is not really a good level. So this is regarding stretching, so about overdoing it, and about so how to determine when to do it, and if it's a bit too early. I advise you to talk to your physiotherapist, or it is important to work with a medical professional, so just ask them, or ask your doctor. I do have an online course, Iron Build Flexible Ankles, where I share, like, every week you get a new set of exercises, and I designed that to go from the completely basic exercises to the advanced exercises. But it's important to work with someone one-on-one in person, so that they can see you and tell you if something is maybe too early or not. The thing with stretching is that talk with your doctor, of course, so that you get the green light, because you don't want to start stretching something too early before, for example, your bones ferment, okay? So that's one thing. And if you're talking about pain in general, so not about the stretching pain, but about pain in general, there is also the difference between good pain and bad pain, good soreness and bad soreness. So for example, if you are unable, so if you are talking again about legs or ankles or whatever, if the next day you cannot walk, then that was a bit over the top. And you know, that's not the whole story. So don't think that you have to be really, really careful not to overdo it, because I think it's just impossible not to experience that during your recovery a few times. I experienced that a few times, and even though it was really uncomfortable and really painful, I know that I also did a progress in that periods of time during that what I did. So what you have to know is that you know, it's really uncomfortable. Don't push it too much all the time, but it's gonna happen that you will overdo it a few times, and it's just take the time off the next day or the next 2 days. And you know, this is something that a lot of recovering people are afraid of, to take the time off, to take the time for rest, to take the time for not doing anything, no exercises or anything like that, because they're afraid if they're gonna take the time off, the day, I don't know, 1 day off or 2 days off, they're afraid that their progress will just stagnate and that's it. But what you have to know is that if you're gonna ask any kind of professional athlete, they're gonna tell you that rest is as important as workouts and training. So, you know, you have to find the balance. So don't be afraid to take the time off if you need it, because your body needs it. And it's impossible to be as effective in doing any kind of stretching or strengthening exercises if you are in a lot of pain. It's better to take the time off, wait for that to pass. You can, you know, in that time you can massage yourself, you can do other things, and then once you feel comfortable enough, start doing the exercises again. So don't be afraid to take the time off if you overdid it, okay? If you overdo it. So this is about the bad and good soreness. There is the difference, of course, and it's just, you know, I usually explain this, it's just like art. You have to find, you are I don't know, discovering or trying to find the balance between good and bad all the time. It's just impossible to say do that and this is, you know, and you're not going to be experiencing any bad soreness, because yeah, like I said, it's a bit impossible. You're gonna experience it. I know that it can be frightful. It can be a bit frustrating. It can be a bit, everything. What you have to know is that sometimes you also have to push yourself a bit, even if it's scary, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you have to push yourself all the time, and I'm not saying that no pain, no gain. I think that this can be during recovery a really bad thing, because no pain, no gain. If there is a lot of pain, there is not a lot of gain, and can be, you know, you can gain something else, and this can be some other injury. So I'm not a fan of that, no pain, no gain during recovery. So this was regarding soreness, good soreness, bad soreness. And another thing that I want to quickly mention is that you can affect pain, okay? You are not completely a victim and you cannot do anything about it. So like I said, it's impossible not to experience any kind of pain and soreness during recovery, but you also have the power how much pain you're going to be experiencing. So one of the things is that, of course, you can approach this through diet, through hydration, through rest, through sleep. Another thing is by calming your nervous system. So, you know, when you are calmer, when your nervous system is calmer, more at ease, you will experience less pain as well. And you can do that by meditating, because meditation calms your system down. So any kind of meditation is gonna help you. If you want to get access to my meditations, then go to my website, mynovak.com/meditations, and you can get access to those. Otherwise, like I said, any kind of meditation is better than no meditation, okay? So that was for today. I hope it helps, and if you think that this video would help anyone else, please share it. Come to my website, mynovak.com, to get more awesome information about recovery, and I wish you the speediest recovery possible. And if not earlier, we're gonna see each other in the Facebook group Injury Recovery BFFs. I'm there every single day. So if you're not a part of this amazing support group, come and join us, and I'll see you there or next time here. Bye bye.